Okay, industrialization unit assessment. Number 1, which of the following events served as a catalyst for the Industrial Revolution? Panic of 1837, War of 1812, the American System, Monroe Doctrine. Number 2, how did the invention displayed above impact slavery? So cotton balls with seeds, brushes, clean cotton, cylinder, container for cotton balls, container for clean cotton. So how did the invention displayed above impact slavery? There was an increase in the amount of cotton grown. Therefore, slaves moved north in order to work in textile factories. Cotton was cleaned more efficiently. Therefore, slave owners needed fewer slaves working on plantations. There was an increase in the amount of cotton grown. Therefore, the South became the center for textile factories. Cotton was cleaned more efficiently, therefore creating an increased need for slaves to plant and pick cotton. Number 3, which of the following best completes the sequence of events above? Interchangeable parts are developed. Blank, manufactured goods become more widely available. The price of manufactured goods rises. The number of markets decreases. Transportation problems limit access to markets. The mass production of consumer goods becomes more efficient. Number 4, how did the expansion of railroads impact the development of the United States? It caused little change because of the growth of the steamboat. It made prices of goods increase in order to pay for more rail lines. It made shipping products to markets easier and prices decreased. It caused people to move closer to manufacturing centers. Number 5, individuals make products and profits. Competition allowed with little government interference. Prices set by supply and demand. The list above best describes which economic system: free enterprise, mercantilism, American system, command economy. Number 6, which reason best explains why the North developed an economy based on manufacturing while the South focused more on agriculture? Physical geography supported different economies. Northern plantations could not grow cotton. Slavery was a necessity in both regions of the United States. Southerners lacked available land to build factories. Number 7, the invention described above led to, so operations are made in one day with its aid, which could not be done in 2 to 4 weeks by mail. So the invention described above led to a decrease in the overall cost of goods to markets, or it led to the expansion of rapid communication to long distances, led to a dramatic increase in people living in rural areas, led to streamlined mass production of goods. Number 8, which of the following reasons best explains the trends in the graph? So selected U.S. cities. You see the key for 1820 and 1840, and the population in thousands for New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Boston. Those are the cities. So, which of the following reasons best explains the trends in the graph? People moved away from cities due to overcrowding and disease. People moved to port cities to protect against naval blockades. People moved to cities looking for economic opportunities. People moved away from cities due to threats from natives. Okay, number 9. How did the Industrial Revolution affect women's roles in society? Women gained the right to vote. Women left the home to work in factories. Women sought positions in political office. Women created unions to support workers. Number 10. How did the creation of the Erie Canal impact the development of the United States? It encouraged needed improvements in water transportation. It limited the amount of goods able to be transported between markets. It increased the amount of manufacturing centers in the South. It connected Western markets to Northeastern manufacturing centers. Number 11. How did the innovations shown above contribute to the growth of the U.S. economy? Increase in immigrant workers in factory systems. Helped transport slaves west to farm cotton on the plains. Transported laborers west to build railroads. Prices of fares and costs to transport goods decreased. Number 12. What source of labor did Chinese and Irish immigrants provide during the mid-19th century? Built railroads, worked on plantations, built canals, labored in factories. 13. What economic factor brought about rapid urbanization? Free land grants, opportunity for jobs, abundance of natural resources, decreased tariffs. 14. Development of new transportation, the availability of wealth, implementation of the American system. What additional factor helped contribute to industrialization in the United States? Development of labor unions, voting rights extended to women, increase in available labor source, decrease in amount of slave labor. Number 15. These environmental modifications were made in order to construct the cleared riverbeds, created staircase locks to move up and down natural elevations, deep cuts busted into rocky plateaus, created cement to harden underwater. So these environmental modifications were made in order to construct the Lowell Mills, Transcontinental Railroad, Erie Canal, Port of Baltimore. Number 16. Changes in communication, changes in transportation, changes in daily life, changes in manufacturing. Which of the following best completes the graphic? Westward expansion, increased immigration, technological innovations, expanded democracy. Number 17. Some immigrants were pushed from their homelands, while others were attracted to come to the United States. They served as a cheap labor force in new developing businesses, and their presence caused a dramatic rise in city populations. The excerpt above best identifies factors that brought about rapid urbanization and industrialization, free enterprise and nativism, mercantilism and slavery, innovation and mechanization. Number 18. Prior to the mid-19th century, farm work in America was often done by hand with little technological advancement. After this time, inventions such as the mechanical reaper, steel plow, and cotton gin, resulted in the decreased use of slave labor, need for labor unions, need for agricultural schools, increased efficiency of production. Number 19, moved goods connecting Western and Eastern markets. Settlement and commerce expanded. Western towns began to evolve into commercial centers. What was the economic impact of the transportation network described above? Caused the repeal of the Northwest Ordinance, expanded free enterprise, led to costly wars with various native tribes, caused increases in taxes. Number 20, U.S. urban population 1820 to 1860. So the decade and the percentage. So in 1820, 7.2%, 1830, 8.8%, 1840, 10.8%, and so on. What reason best explains the data in the table? Expanded public education to women, rise in conflicts on the western frontier, economic opportunities in factories, exposure to deadly diseases. Number 21, which push factor caused a surge in Irish immigration to the United States during the 1840s? Political unrest, famine, scarcity of land, religious persecution. Number 22, the consequences listed above are a direct result of, so pollution, overcrowding, spread of disease, unsanitary conditions. Those are all direct result of new transportation system, nativism, free enterprise, rapid urbanization. 23. How did the invention of the steamboat lead to a revolution in transportation? Improved trade relations between the U.S. and foreign nations, increased the efficiency of the movement of goods and people, added an additional 5 states to the Union, increased prices of goods in order to build new canals. Number 24, increased settlement along route. New York population boomed. New York City became a major trading center. Which of the following would be the best title for the box above? Effects of the Erie Canal, effects of the telegraph, effects of the Transcontinental Railroad, effects of the factory system. Number 25, 1821. Each dot represents 1,000 bales. 1860, each dot represents 2,000 bales. Which of the following inventions led to the change reflected in the map above? Telegraph, interchangeable parts, cotton gin, steamboat.